What is up, guys? Welcome back to YouTube Burlick, and today this is the beginning of ranking month, as I'm calling it. I wrote out a list in late February of 12 bands that I wanted to do rankings of, all in March, because, I don't know, I just feel like this is going to be the ranking month. We've seen Patrick's Day colors on here, but yeah, so I wanted to do a list here. I already did Rage Against the Machine on Valentine's Day, but they're on the list. But today we are ranking the amazing band and my fourth favorite band of all time, System of a Down. They have only 5 albums, which is one more than Rage Against the Machine had, but I have all of their albums, and they are all very, very good, very crazy band, very talented band. The new album's probably not going to ever come out. I'm just happy we got Protect the Land as a little EP thingy. But yeah, let's get right into this little ranking after the intro.
Hands up.
So that was the intro. Now let's get into this ranking. As I said, they're my fourth favorite band of all time, and I'm just happy to get ranking month going, even though it's not even the first day of March anymore. I think it's like the 3rd. But yeah, anyways, let's get into my number 5 pick, and they don't have a bad album. If you ranking is in this opposite order, that's okay, because it's still valid. But my least favorite System of a Down album is Hypnotized, released in 2005, their last album. Good album. I'd say it's a good album. Has lots of good songs, but this is System of a Down at their craziest point, I would say. It's also probably their most explicit album, but the songs on here are Attack, Dreaming, Kill, Rock and Roll, Hypnotized, Stealing Society, Tentative, You Fig, Holy Mountains, Vicinity of Obscenity, She's Like Heroin, Lonely Day, and Soldier Side. That's kind of what I do here. List out the tracks. Yeah. So let me just tell you right now that this album is very crazy. And the first 2 songs on it go hand in hand in the fact that they are some of the worst songs System has ever made. They're not bad songs. I believe System of a Down hasn't made a bad song, but the first 2 songs, Attack and Dreaming, I personally don't really enjoy that much. And it kind of gets the album off to a bad start, because this was the last, I actually bought all the System of a Down albums in order from 2019 to probably 2021 is when I was really buying their albums and listening to them. And once I got these 2 tracks going on, I'm like, is this album going to be bad? And no, it's not. But then you get to Kill, Rock and Roll, Hypnotize, and Stealing Society, which I love all 3 of those songs. So it kind of balances out. And Holy Mountains. Holy crap, Holy Mountains is an amazing song. The guitar riffs on there, the vocals, like Serge Tankian and Darren Malakian just go back and forth on this thing, and they are amazing on here. Lonely Day and Soldier Side, 2 very slow songs to end off the insanely crazy and fast-paced album, but those songs are good too. Good album, not amazing. The other 4 albums are all amazing for me, but this next pick is going to get all the casual fans and all the people that really like this kind of system really mad. My number 4 is Toxicity, released in 2002. That's right, kind of this band's one of the biggest metal albums of all time, if I'm being honest here. Of course, Chop Suey has a billion views on YouTube. The songs on this album are Prison Song, Needles, Deer Dance, Jet Pilot X, Chop Suey, Bounce, Forest, Atwa, Signs, Shimmy, Toxicity, Psycho, Aerials. So, you might be asking, why is this at number 4? Well, as I said, they've never released a bad album, and I love these top 4. This album is okay. It's good, but I love these top 4 albums. But my main problem with Toxicity is that the first half of the album is weak. It's very weak, the first half of this album. But the second half of the album is maybe their best track run. It is some insanely good material. The last 3 songs, especially Toxicity, Psycho, and Aerials, are all probably in my top 5 favorite System songs. And yeah, the outro of Psycho going into Aerials will probably give you chills if you listen to it, and it is so amazing. But yeah, so the first 7 songs, the only 2 that I really actually like are Needles and Chop Suey, which Chop Suey is an amazing song. It's not my favorite System of a Down song, but Serge goes crazy on vocals, and it is an amazing song. No wonder it has a billion views on YouTube. Good for you, System of a Down. Everyone loves you guys, hopefully. I mean, that is like an 1/8 of the world that watch that. But yeah, anyways, Prison Song, it's a heavy track. It's an okay opener. But I've just always felt that Deer Dance, Jet Pilot X, and Bounce were all complete fillers. They're short little songs, And System of a Down, very political song. I don't really hear the politics in those songs except for Prison Song. But Needles is a really cool slow part, and of course Chop Suey is amazing. But track 8, Forest, very good long System of a Down song. Love that song. Then you get into Atwell, great slow track. Science, that part when they bring in like the Middle Eastern like instruments gives me goosebumps. It's really, really great. Shimmy's a cool fast song, kind of takes you back to like the bounce like Jet Pilot songs, but it's a bit better. And then, as I said, the last 3 tracks are all amazing. So yeah, first half of the album, I mean, it would honestly be a really bad listen for me, the first half of the album, if it didn't have Chop Suey and Needles, but it does. So yeah, but yeah, the second half of this album's amazing. Still give it a shot. I mean, you're gonna like it. I do love this album a lot. It's just, you know, it's at 4th because that first half of the album kind of drags for me. I don't know why they began. I guess it's because of really fast-paced stuff, that first half of the album. I think that's kind of what it is. So coming in at number 3 for me is Mesmerized. System of a Down, also released in 2005. These 2 albums kind of go hand in hand. You can actually combine them. As you can see, like you can actually combine these albums. Here, I'm going to try and do it. That's an amazing hit song. We did it. So they combine like that, which is, yeah, it's actually really, really cool how they combine like that because they were released in the same year. They go hand in hand. This is actually really cool. I really like this. But the songs on Mesmerize are Soldier Side Intro, BYOB, Revenja, Cigarro, Radio Video. This cocaine makes me feel like I'm in this song, which they are. I wish that I was. Really, I mean, as a drummer, that would be a really, really fun song to drum in. You can see the pad there. I have a drum set right there. Yeah. And then Violent Pornography, Question, Sad Statue, Old School Hollywood, Lost in Hollywood. So yeah, this album, I'm going to uncombine these now, is, sorry that I'm getting sidetracked, but I think it's, I would say that Toxicity, these are probably their 2 most popular albums. I'd say that Toxicity has better peaks, but this album as a whole is a lot more consistent. I love the Soldier Side intro. I love how that guitar high note leads right into BYOB with that amazing riff. Revenge, a really great deep cut. Cigar, pretty fun song. The vocal delivery on that song is amazing. Radio Video, reggae influence. Like, this is one of the albums that non-metal fans would like. And yeah, this cocaine makes me feel like I'm in this song. Really great drums. Violent Pornography, great song. Question is one of my favorite songs ever. That song is, well, it's like one of their calmest songs, yet it gets so heavy at the end. Sad Statue, and Old School Hollywood, but Lost in Hollywood, a really good way to end off the album. So yeah, this album has very good highs with Question, BYOB, and Radio Video, but not as high as Toxicity, but I just think it's a lot more consistent, you know? It's a lot more consistent. So, Mesmerize, I forgot what it was called, comes in at my number 3, but coming in at number 2 for me is their debut album, 1998, the Hand album, System of a Down. Album cover, very great. The case is broken, but that's okay. Still smells great. And yes, this is their debut album, and the songs are Sweet Pea, No, Sugar, Suggestions, Spiders, D-Devil, Soil, War, Mind, People, Cubert, Darts, and Pluck. I think that stands for, I don't know what the first word is, like, Lying Unholy Coward Killers? I think Cowardly Killers, something like that. Yeah. This album, lots of short songs on here, but I think they're a lot better than the ones on Toxicity. Very heavy album. Very heavy album. Yeah, the Sweet Pea intro, love that intro to the song, and it's a great intro to System of a Down as we know them. No, the drums there. Jeez, John Doe Mylon goes crazy there. Sugar and Suggestions and Spiders are kind of like the 3 singles off here. Love all of those songs, especially Spiders. That kind of shows you their softer side, but it still has the heaviness. The songs D-Devil and Darts, they're all right. But Soil, maybe Darren's best guitar work. Absolutely love that solo, and it's a very heavy, mad song. Of course, that line at the end. And War, really cool slow part, like the we must speak of war or something like that. Really great. I haven't listened to this album in a while. I probably want to give it a listen soon. Mind, really slow song. It kind of sounds like a Tool song at the beginning, and then it gets really heavy. Peephole is another long song, and then Qbert and Pluck are just kind of like fun little songs. And of course, the last song, it was about the genocide. That's not fun, but like they're fun sounding songs, you know? It's really dark yet fun, and it's a really playful album, and I really love the heaviness of it. So yeah, when I first got this album, I was like, it was in my top 5 favorite albums of all time, and I was like, how is this gonna get beaten? And my number 1 is currently my 6th favorite album of all time. If you guys watch that video, please consider checking it out. So yeah, my number 1 is my 6th favorite album of all time. Steal this album. Love the cover artwork. This booklet is just amazing. But yeah, this album is so darn good. I know it's kind of like a B-sides collection from Toxicity, but I really don't care because it's so fun. So the songs are Chicken Stew, Inner Vision, Bubbles, Boom, New Guns, ADD, Mr. Jack, 36, which is maybe why that says CD 36. I don't know. Again, there's the back. Pictures, Highway Song, F the System, Ego Brain, Theta Waves, Roulette, and Streamline. So again, this is kind of leftover songs from Toxicity with a few originals. But I don't care if the songs didn't make the cut, because it's better than most of the stuff on Toxicity. Chicken Stew, one of my favorite System songs, followed by Inner Vision. Those 2 tracks are inseparable. I absolutely love both of those so darn much. Boom, that's like the hit off here. Great song. New Guns, really like the chorus. The New Guns. This is like a nostalgic album for me. It reminds me of like that October fresh air weather from like 2020, because that's when I got this album. That was 4 years ago. That's insane to me. Yeah, I got it for my birthday. It's still in my almost top 5, top 10 favorite albums of all time. 36, like a few of these songs are out there for me. 36 in F the System, I've never been a big fan of, but that's okay, because like there's 14 other songs in here that are all really, really good. But like those songs that I mentioned are amazing. Same with the nostalgia for this, Mr. Jack, of course. But the real reason why I absolutely love this album is the last 4 songs, Ego Brain, Theta Waves, Roulette, and Streamline, kind of lead into each other, and they're all in my top 10 favorite System of a Down songs, especially Ego Brain and Roulette. Roulette is like the softest song the band ever made, a great acoustic thing. Serge and Darren are going like really great harmonies there, and I absolutely love that. Ego Brain sounds really, really cool, but then gets heavy, and Theta Waves and Streamline, very great guitars and drums as well. Just so great. And that is really the reason why. I mean, it sounds great too. It has nostalgia for it, and the opening 2 tracks, the single Boom on here, Mr. Jack, EIAO is great too. And those 4 songs are like able to bookend it and make it really, really amazing. And this is my favorite album, though I honestly think it might even be my top 5 favorite albums of all time. If they removed 36 and F the System, it's still basically a perfect album for me. I would call it a perfect album. And again, I love these top 4 albums, and like I like my number 5 album, but still, my number 1 is Steal This Album by System of a Down. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Look at this album, so good. Thanks for watching this video. Now look at this person. And again, thank you for watching today's video. Please like and subscribe, even though Burlick is bad. Anyways, bye.